Sweat weasels.
Anyone else want to try? It's so goddamn sublime.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to start calling people that come into my job sweat weasels. That is actually a really good name for them, honestly.
If I die, I need you to take care of some unfinished business for me. First, there is a signed poster of Typhon de Leon in my room on Sanctuary. Give it to Lilith. Second, I have a database of compromising
The Tink
information on
Train.
vital scientists.
What the hell
Please
is
release
that?
it all onto the EchoNet. And third,
Hey, science lady!
Oh, yeah. I work third shift in the only 24-hour establishment in my town.
sons of
Yeah.
bitches.
And I live in a state that's known for corn and meth. So you can imagine how well that goes. No, I did not. They are sweat weasels. That's what I'm gonna start calling them instead of methanies. I do. I call them methanies. Oh my god, it's so much work just to get to save Tannis. Like, just let her die.
Is that the best you've got?
And it's even worse because the Methanies always come in with their boyfriend whose name is either Kyle or Chad. And not Chad in like the Blueprint way. No, I did not realize that.
Hey! This is a professional gig, Vault Thief. Your big moment. If we're gonna get you in the ring, you're gonna need some entrance music.
Yeah,
Pick
I
one.
agree. Corn and meth. That's what we are. That's what the entire Midwest. Oh, and tornadoes.
A fair price.
Like we have a whole season just tornadoes. All right, let's save Tannis.
Welcome to the greatest show on Pandora.
You can have that one.
Witness the Agonizer 9000.
Enemy ahead.
Fuck the Agonizer 9000.
Viewers, comment on the stream and tell us how you want the Vault Thief to die. We got moderators standing by.
Vault Hunter, destroy that core. Trust me.
That's what I was
Towards us.
shooting at.
I'm unstoppable.
She definitely could have saved herself that whole time. Where are they? Oh.
Well, that's taken care of. You must have questions. I can explain. Go ahead, make your observation.
You're a siren too.
Yes, that is how I have been speaking in your head and charging the vault keys. As for my particular powers, I'm able to manipulate machines and anything else with a current. It is known as phase shifting. You could call it a gift from a guardian angel. I had intended to keep this a secret, but best laid plans, robotic murder machine, well, you were there. And now the whole galaxy knows. I'm a star. See you back aboard Sanctuary, Vault Hunter. Oh, and thank you for the rescue.
Am I level 106? Mm. I don't think the vault card counts like that. What? Oh, well, come sit on the other side of me.
Lilith wants to see you on the bridge, recruit. You might think you're a big shot now that you rescued Tannis, but don't forget that I still outrank you, and I know where you sleep. Kidding, not kidding. Bridge!
Whatever, Claptrap. No, 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 just
Hunter's
no.
here.
Hey, Killer. Thanks for rescuing Tannis. Seems like no matter what happens, I can always count on you. I wanted to tell you, but these days being a siren puts...
If Claptrap was my president, I'd move to
We should
Canada.
deal with the matter at hand. Though the Vault Hunter cut off the Calypso's pledge drive, they have already collected massive amounts of iridium. They are preparing to use it for something. Perhaps to open the Great Vault.
Tannis, are you saying the Great Vault actually exists?
Yeah, I'm with the Vault Hunter.
No. No, he's not. He's a menace. He's always breaking
Lilith,
something.
The Great Vault is real. There must be a creature of incredible power within.
The Calypsos are already monsters. I don't want to see what happens if they steal that kind of power.
When I was taken, they held me at a stronghold where they were amassing all of their iridium offerings. Whatever their plan entails, it will happen there.
And that's where we strike. Killer, head down to Roland's Rest and tell Vaughn to rally the raiders. We're ending.
Speaking of breaking, I have a story you'll probably like. So, like I said, I work third shift, which is anywhere from 10 p.m.
Hey, got
to
something for you.
7 a.m.
Vault Hunter, I have a mission for you. Triple
That's when all the
Metal Priority.
crazy people come out.
I left some stuff on Athenas.
And
I was
there
so
was one
excited to
night
get
this
out
guy
of the
come in
monastery
and
that I forgot to pack some really
he bought a
important
case
stuff.
of. Be quiet, Ava. I'm talking. Yeah, it is an insane ship. This guy come in and he bought a case of Corona, like in the box, but he wanted me to put it in a bag. So I put it in like I think 4 large bags, and told him you still might want to carry it by like the actual handles on the box. He was having none of that. He picks it up by the handles of the bag and proceeds to drop it, and it breaks all over the floor, beer all over the floor, all over my shoes. And I said, it's fine, just go grab another one, I'll clean it up. Well, he doesn't move, and I go and I get some paper towels to start cleaning it up, and I'm like squatted down on the floor trying to like absorb some of the beer, and he reaches down and pets the top of my head like I'm a dog. And I look up at him and I was like, "Can you please not touch me?" And he lifts his hand up for a second, and as soon as I put my head back down, he does it again. And I look back up at him and I'm like, "If you do that again, I'm going to break your hand. Don't touch me." Haha, very funny. But yeah, that happened to me. There was like probably 10 other people standing there, and another guy that was standing there was like, "Dude, get your hands off of her." No, I did not end up breaking his hand. He took his beer and he left, and now every time he comes in, I make someone else wait on him. Oh, it gets weirder than that, honestly. I don't know if you were on my last stream where I told stories, but there's a guy that comes in that
Hunter, you're here. We're under attack.
he's a
Help!
meth Kyle, and he swears up and down that he has over $11 million in the bank and all these properties, and he does music with Lil Wayne, but he's always begging someone for a cigarette or something.
Time for a fight.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Just in time, Vault Hunter. I thought we were gunners.
It's like you should get hazard pay for working retail in the Midwest.
Time to crush the Crimson Raiders once and for all. Tyreen, send in
No, I definitely didn't want to ask him to rap.
Ravager of Roland's Reach Around.
He was barely making sense speaking normally.
Hells yeah! Go forward and lay waste, my gladiator! Your soon-to-be god commands it!
What the suck? It's a glower. Watch out.
Hold on. I've got to pause for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Dog got off the bleed.
Ready to unleash this power.
Where did he go?
That abomination must die, but I must remain up here. All right, that was scary for you. Roland's Rest is safe. It's about time we got a win. Now let's bro chat.
Will in a second. Got a little bit of a time lapse.
Hey, I hear we're launching an attack on the Calypso stronghold. It's about time. I'm all in, bro. I'm through being the Calypso's plaything. Blood feud! Hear me, bros and bronettes. This is our moment. We're gonna ride to the Calypso's gates and show those posers what happens when you mess with the Crimson Raiders.
Crimson Raiders, into the breach! To the cathedral! Ride, my Crimson Army! Ride toward victory!
Okay, so my craziest story ever actually just happened like maybe 3 weeks ago, and I've worked at this place for 3 years, and it's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me there.
You're attacking us? Are you serious?
And this all happened in one night.
Ah, craps. I was wondering where those went.
Later, Crimson Traitors.
Run, 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 run! Everyone run! Outtide! She has been turned!
Okay, so I got to work and it was like midnight when I got there, and there was a group of homeless people hanging out outside the store, which company policy is we can only let them stay outside for 30 minutes and then we have to tell them to leave. We can't have them loitering outside the store because it makes people not want to come in, which I kind of get, but at the same time it kind of makes me feel bad. And it was, there was like 5 or 6 of them, and I get inside and I'm getting clocked in and getting my stuff ready, and these 2 younger girls that were in the store come up to me and they're like, oh, there's a lady over by the restroom that needs some help. And I say, okay, and I walk over there, and this homeless woman has thrown up in the floor.
Well, that went real bad.
And so I ask her, I'm like, do you need me to let you into the bathroom? Because we tend to keep it locked on third shift to avoid theft. And she says, no, will you please just go get my son? So I go outside and I get her son, and I'm asking him, like, do you want me to call, like, an ambulance? Is she sick? And I looked at him and I'm like, please say you're joking. Say psych right now.
Go there now.
And he's like, no. And he's like, I called I called an ambulance for her. And I said, like, does she need something? Like, can I get her anything? Mind you, I have I can't do stuff like that. Like, I have kids, but that's different. Like, that's something that I made that I'm cleaning up. And this is a grown woman. I'm guessing she's probably like in her 50s. Yeah. And the other girl that was there working with me, like, I'm the manager, so I was immediately like, not it. I can't do it. So the paramedics get there and, like, they're, checking on her to make sure she's okay, and you can hear them gagging all the way in the front of the store. I felt so bad for them. And so she didn't want to be put on a stretcher or anything, and she wanted to walk out. and I was standing like kind of close to the front doors, you know, trying to tell people when they came in to avoid that area of the store. And she goes to walk past me, and she's like apologizing, and I'm like, it's okay, you know, things happen, and it's fine, don't worry about it, you know, trying to be professional and polite. Well, she goes to walk out the door, and she says something to me, so I turn to look at her, and I can see it like running down her leg, and I look back, and there's like a trail all on the floor through the store.
My powers first manifested.
So immediately I start gagging. It was the worst thing ever.
I laid my hand on a washing machine for balance, and it instantly.
And that wasn't even the end of that night.
Weeks later, I realized I had no control over these new abilities, and I needed to find someplace where the only person I must incidentally kill was myself.
Yeah. And that was just the start. Like, this happened, and I'd only been at work like 20 minutes. I called my husband, and I was like, I would like to go home.
Are we through here?
If y'all are gonna shoot at me, come down here. There we go. Yeah. Well, that same night, this part isn't like gross or anything like that. It was more traumatic than anything. It's later in the night. It's probably around, I wouldn't say between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. I go outside to smoke and to call my husband, and I notice a car in the parking lot, and it's just sitting there, and I go inside, and I ask the other girl, I'm like, hey, is there anybody in the store? And she says no. And I go back outside, and I see this woman slumped over in her car, and like I knock on the window, and like she can't get her head up, like almost like a heroin nod, like, and I'm terrified that this woman is overdosing in the parking lot. So I have my cashier call the police and tell them, you know, like, hey, there's this woman, and I'm afraid for her life. Can you please send someone to check on her? Well, 4 officers show up, and 2 of them go over to the car, and they're trying to get the door open and stuff like that. And one of them is standing at the back of the car facing towards me, and the other one approaches me. And I've, like, at this point, I'm freaking out a little bit because, like, I'm afraid for this woman's life and everything like that. And the first thing I say to him is she okay? Like, is she going to be okay? And he ignores my question and immediately is like, did dispatch get your information? And I say, well, yeah, you know, I had her give them my information because I'm the manager. And he doesn't believe me. So he's like, you need to go inside and you need to get your ID right now. And I'm like, okay. And mind you, the other cashier is standing there the whole time. I should probably have preempted this with, I am 5'6" African American woman. Like, I don't weigh nothing. Soaking wet. And these are 4 male officers that have shown up to my job. I've never had an issue like this in my life. And the other police officer that was standing towards the back of the car, he reaches for his gun and like starts to almost pull it out of the holster and is questioning the other officer, saying, is she complying? Is she complying? Like he was going to pull his gun on me if I didn't get my ID. And I've never been more terrified in a situation like that. And the girl that I was working with, I went inside to get my ID and gave it to him, and I went back inside afterwards, and she's like, I'm gonna go say something about the way that he treated you. And I said, don't. I said, if you go out there and you say something, that's gonna put my life in danger. And she just didn't understand it at all. She's like, well, that's just not right. I said, I understand that it's not right, but there's nothing that can be done about it. I'm glad you get it. Like, I am a small female, and this adult male was ready to pull a gun on me over my ID, and the only reason they just wanted my ID so they could run my name to see if I had like warrants or anything like that. And it just blew my mind, because you were called here because we feared for someone's life. But I'm the threat in this situation? Me? Like, I could have not said anything.
Hey!
This is why Claptrap needs to be president. Claptrap would not stand for that. I will give you that one. I'd still move to Canada, though.
Let me smell you.
I'm unstoppable! This is all too easy.
Oh my god, there's so many things that want to kill me. I just realized that when I go to post this video on YouTube, a lot of what I say is not going to make sense. So, for anyone that is watching this later or on YouTube, I am talking to someone in my chat.
Cyrene, protect!
Does she, though? She didn't protect you there. I know that all police officers aren't bad, but it's the ones like that that give them a bad name, that make people afraid to.
Yeah, I could use the practice. I'm a freaking legend.
Double kudos! My lab isn't far now. As my professors often said, you're making progress. Now please put down the blowtorch.
Where are you getting these emojis from? I've never really messed with the emojis on Twitch.
Now get out of here. That ammo won't shoot itself.
I just be stealing them. That's the best way to get stuff. Other people always have the cool shit.
So good.
Just like in all the Transformers movies, the Decepticons get all the cool shit.
You're welcome.
Except the dinosaurs. Them are really fucking cool. Oh. No, 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 no. Shit. No. Will you stop going Super Saiyan?
I can feel the power.
Nope, that's a pod.
You enjoying the show?
Yeah, my money's been maxed out for a long time. Circus, if you're interested, my YouTube is the same as my Twitch, except it's QueenBee1029 Gaming on YouTube instead. I just posted my first video today. The Handsome Jack place. In this one or two? Oh, I haven't done any of the DLCs because I'm cheap. I won't even lie. Yeah, but I always miss the sales because like my sleeping schedule is not even a schedule at this point. It's just a freestyle and it's trash. Like I'll get off work at like 6 or 7 a.m., get my kids off to school, and then I can't go to sleep, so I'm awake until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then I'm up again probably a couple hours later, and then I maybe nap while I sleep.
Legend.
I have a group of friends that I play with on Xbox usually, and they call me old all the time because I be taking naps.
On Pandora, it seems the elevator to my lab is irrevocably broken. You will need to find another way underground.
Oh. Really? Oh, so I just had to shoot it from the right direction.
I'm not sure I can be more
Yeah,
descriptive
see?
than that. It's
Naps
a
are
tower,
amazing.
and it happens to be large.
I don't know why I complained about them as a child. Yeah, adulthood gets in the way of a lot of things sometimes. Like, today is my last day to get my affiliate thing all the way, and the only thing I need is to have
What?
an average of 3 concurrent viewers, and I'm at like 2.24.
I gotcha. Well, just wanted to let you know that we're working on it. I've got a
So I'm gonna have to
big
start
surprise
all
for you.
over.
Huge reveal. You're gonna love it.
Troy, come on, we talked about this.
Anyway, the Great Vault beckons. Later, superfan.
I don't mind though, cause I mean, I play games for fun. Like, I'm that gamer mom that all my kids play games. There's a game system in every room. Like, I have a Borderlands tattoo
Feeling
because I'm cool like that.
Stronger together. Usually.
You're just gonna hit me with all adult Larkids? Oh, there's a baby.
You're looking for a saucy little minecart called Kate. She will show you the way. We had a brief and tumultuous affair that ended when our tracks went separate ways, as they say. So it goes. Now, caress the minecart. Just trust me on this one. Oh, shut up, Kate.
That is awesome. And I will not say it out loud.
Barkids! Destroy them! If those things get into my lab, they could damage
My husband would actually love that. He might actually be in the chat.
Fully energized.
This is all too easy. Pesky things. Now stroke my ex once more.
I didn't say what it was.
Kate, we'll continue. Now, Vault Hunter, the entrance is just down that corridor. You are nearly there.
That would be the hubby. Nanner sandwich, because, you know, why not?
There it is! My iridium amplifier. We'll need to bring it back to Roland's Rest. Disable those couplings to begin preparing it for transport. For the record, I never let anyone inside my lab. But for you, I will make an exception this time.
There's always got to be one you can't reach from one spot.
Excellent! Now, lower the amplifier. I believe one of those switches is more than up to the task.
What am I doing? I wasn't listening to her. Shit. Damn it, Tannis. There's gotta be another switch. Nope, not that one. I had one, I had the same exact gun when the max level was 65, and then a friend of mine gave me a level 72.
Well done. I see
This is
why
my
Lilith
favorite
always
gun.
sends you to
I've
do,
used
well,
it through the
everything.
whole game.
For now, we can install the amplifier in Roland's Rest. I've already instructed that human sculpture Vaughn to assist you in its transport. You can meet him in the garage downstairs.
Hey, Vault Hunter. So, my head ghost told me to help you drive an Iridium whatever dealie back to Roland's Rest for safekeeping. Still into it.
That's a portrait of
Wait
Handsome
for you
Jack
outside.
before he
No
became
rush.
the torturing,
I got
mass
some
murdering
sweet
CEO of
tunes.
Hyperion.
Oh, yeah,
Back when
take
he
me
was
for a
just a
move.
coder, a husband, and soon-to-be father of the aforementioned Angel. There's a hidden chamber behind that portrait. You'll have to move it out of the way. Don't worry, that button is perfectly disinfected. I never even touch it with my hands.
Yeah, I just call it my rose gun, and then my second favorite is my popcorn gun, which is this one.
It may not even be a conscious effort. I recovered one of Angel's childhood toys. Start there. You were looking for a stuffed toy Thracian Tetra Bear. As cuddly as the real
That's why I
thing,
call it the
minus
popcorn
the
gun, because it
neurotoxic
sounds like
claws.
popcorn. Now that I've irradiated myself. Oh, and then my shotgun, the skin I put on it. Ugh. And then when you shoot it and it hits an enemy, an ice, like a ball of ice shoots out of the sky at him. It's kind of awesome.